Hi, my name is Gary Bartani, and I'm a UCLA student, and I'm applying to be part of the IX Experience. In this application, I will be answering 3 questions, and here we go. So, for the first interview question, it is what is your gift to the world? Before I proceed to that question, I'd like to evaluate what I currently have and am. I'm a 20-year-old. I'm a college student, and I've had the privilege of being born in the U.S. and have had the privilege of being raised by great, loving parents, going to fantastic school, and having great friends. And that has given me knowledge, that's given me liberty, and that's given me opportunity that I can pursue. All what I want to do with that is I want to help others achieve it. I want to help others have the same opportunity that I have, whether it be through education, whether it be through personal rights, whether it be through technological development. I know that I can make a difference by either being a leader, by working on technology myself, or by constructing a company or inspiring others, or by doing something. And I think my gift is being one person that can fight and help achieve a cause, and being one more person to add kind of like fuel to this campaign to improve the world and to improve society and to improve the conditions of everyone's life. Make it easier by again focusing on 3 pillars: technology, education, and empowerment. That's my goal and that's my gift, and before I die I want to leave that legacy. And time to move on to the second interview question, which is everyone has been dishonest at some point in their life. What matters is how that experience shapes them for the future. Think of a time you were dishonest or felt you behaved dishonorably in the last 4 years. How did that experience change you? Would you do it again? No, I would not do it again. I felt dishonorably a couple years back because of something that I did. I was not strong enough to stand up for the values I believe in or really defend my friends, and that made me feel terrible. That gut instinct you get right after you did something wrong. I experienced it, and although I can't go and change the past, I did learn from my mistake. I learned to get better. I learned to stand for my values regardless of the sacrifice. I learned to stand up for my friends. I learned that I learned how to better handle that situation, and I also learned how, like, if others fall in the situation, to be mindful and empathize with them, and what I can do to help make their transition easier. And that's my answer for the second question. For the third question, have a look at Apple and Google stocks. Which stock would you buy if you had to hold the stock for a year? Talk us through your reasoning and what factors you looked at. Okay, so Apple and Google are the 2 biggest market cap companies in the US, and they're both, funny enough, tech stocks. And Google would be a growth stock, but Apple, some people call it a value stock, or some people call it a growth stock. It's interesting to look at their analysis for this. So, before we continue, I would just like to note that normally, when you do a financial company analysis, you'd take a look at models such as dividend discount model or DCF model. But seeing as how the time horizon is within one period, I really don't think you can apply these models because these models imply an eventual convergence in the long run. You are looking at the short run. So in the short run, you want to focus on news that would either shift expectations or stock price or really bring the best returns. And with that, my analysis would emphasize those. So first and foremost, I think Apple would benefit from Samsung's folly. Previously, Samsung has had many accidents with its phone line and has recalled the product. I believe that this and the rise of the new iPhone and related products would shift prospective growth into Apple. When someone switches over to Apple, they buy the iPhone, Apple Care apps, and other related products, providing plenty of funds to go into Apple. and increase its fundamental value. In comparison to previous years, I believe that Apple will be more profitable between 2016 to 2017, resulting in the price of Apple to go up, resulting in you getting a bit bigger profit. Other factors I would consider is overseas money that each one of these companies has and what it plans to do with it. Apple and Google have a tremendous arsenal in Europe so that they don't have to pay the US taxes. I think it is interesting to see how that can play into effect within the 1 year time span. And particular of ease, so if you combine that with the business model of each, I think Apple has a better short-term play. So Apple focuses on consumer goods and has sunk 30% more into research and development. As a result, because it sunk more into research and development and it has that money lying around, you can go shopping for products that can supplement it or for a user base that can help grow Apple and lead to sustainable growth that's very, not really fluctuating, but very slow and stable. While Google or Alphabet, on the other hand, so Alphabet has been on a M&A spree for the last couple of years, buying up startups and acquiring different companies. Furthermore, it's made tremendous bets on Google and through Google Ventures. And I believe in Google. I believe in the mission that they're doing and all that alpha that they're trying to pursue. But I believe that in the short run, I believe that all those will pay off in the long run after much years of research and development, of investigating and putting that product into line, but it wouldn't do much to budge the short run price. If anything, it would add more variance to it. The reason being is that there might be a breakthrough or there might be a law that can catch up that can basically spoil what they've invested. And as a result, I'm a little bit more biased into something that short, stable, sweet, and includes a prospect of growth. One last thing I'd like to focus on for the money management is because Apple has invested $1 billion in Diddy, and with the recent developments with ride sharing, I think that $1 billion investment into Diddy might actually would have tremendous value, or an increase in value within 2016 to 2017, just because of the market conditions. And on that last note, because I am running out of time, I would like to take a look at the price-to-earnings ratio of the following companies. With Apple having a low price-to-earnings ratio in comparison to industry competitors and historical standards, while Google having a tremendously high price-to-earnings ratio, I think that Apple is comparatively extremely cheap and offers a great value, both a value and a growth aspect. And I'm predicting a modest growth for the next year and a sharp confidence in price increase versus Google, which I honestly believe in the company, but I don't know if it can go up, down, or sideways. Probably going up, but that I don't like taking a chance on huge variance. I prefer safe, secure, and rising investments, and that's why I would invest in Apple. And with that, thank you so much for listening and paying attention, and I look forward to hearing back from you guys.